Okay, this is Giovanni from the Lobo podcast. Today we have Casey Larwood. We talk about vegans. We don't talk about eating ass, Franken chicken. I talk about my dick getting torn again. There's some monkeys, the Tinder Swindler. Listen to the Lobo podcast. It's coming up. Okay, welcome to the Lobo podcast. I'm your host, Giovanni Diaz. To the left is James from the People of Comedy Studio. James, what's up, James Webb?
Hello, how are you?
Good. How you doing? Across from me is Casey Larwood. How you doing, Casey?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm really good. But I'm going to start by a sponsor. That's how we're going to start the podcast.
Right,
go to LordVegas.com. Let's stop the flow of any conversation and go to LordVegas.com. Ruin everything. And then, look, if you go, oh wait, where's the copy? Go to Lord Vegas. There's a promo code. Look at that. Look, you see that? That looks like
it's a good design.
Like somebody splooged on the back of a shirt, and it's now, it is. What is it called? Neon. When you're at dark and you can see glow in the dark. It looks glow in the dark.
Yes.
So look, okay, Lord Vegas got a limited run: t-shirts, hats, hoodies, jackets, wallets, bags, independent, uncompromised. Elevate your style, your lifestyle. Go to LordVegas.com. Use a promo code Lobo10. You get 25% off. I had like 2 White Claws. I am out of my mind right now. Sorry.
Keep it together.
I'll get back. I'll get a water. Keep it together. But look. Do you have are you in a relationship right now? Are you single? What's going on?
Me?
Yeah.
I am in a relationship.
She's in a relationship, right? And she probably got a relationship because you saw your significant other wearing something cool like this on LordVegas.com. And you're like, look at this bag. Look at this hyena bag.
Yeah, she wears nothing but that.
She only wears the hyena black bag for 25% off. That's, I don't know.
Can you not do math?
10% it would be $250. So then that's $5.
With
if you
tax,
do 20%,
it'll be like $25.
What? You got to pay taxes? You have to pay taxes on this shit?
You have to pay taxes.
Where are the taxes going to go, right? Where are they? What do they use our money for, right?
Not to LordVegas.com.
Yeah, the taxes are going to bomb kids in Lemon. That's what's going on. Wait, Yemen, right? So minus the taxes, the 25% off you're supporting, I get a kickback. So you support the podcast. The taxes, a very small percentage, is going to go to Yemen. Is that war still going on over there? Do you guys know? I don't know. The Saudis, no?
No idea. I don't read a paper.
Yeah, the Saudis are involved. But, they give us oil. So they let women drive now. So everything is okay. So go to LordVegas.com, use 25% off, and then find out about the war in Yemen. Can you pull it up? Is it still going on? Does anybody?
Yemen?
Well, remember they were bombing Yemen, and then we didn't get involved because the Saudis are our friends.
Yeah, it's still going.
It's the present Yemeni civil war. Look, so go to LordVegas.com to
my fucking God.
Find a way to not pay the taxes, and you won't be supporting the bomb. Hi, Casey. How you doing? How was
doing all right.
I haven't seen you in a while. Last time I saw you, we were where's that place? They do comedy there.
Sure.
The owner died like 2 years ago on Clark. That place on Clark. We did a show there on Clark. It was me.
Was it Shakers?
Shakers.
Oh, Shakers, yeah.
Yeah.
The owner died?
Yeah, the owner died. Like 2 years ago, right? Is that?
Yeah, that was really sad.
Yeah, it was messed up. They had a lot of comedy there. And then, what have you been up to? Where have you been? I haven't seen you since Shakers.
Not much. Comedy slowed down a little bit.
Did something happen?
Yeah, weird
That was
years.
those fucking Yemenis stopping comedy.
So just working, trying to go back to school.
Oh, really? Are you still writing? Were you doing creative writing when you were back in college? Or
in college, I got a creative
You're a
writing
blue
degree.
demon, right?
Yeah. I went to DePaul.
The owner of my company went to DePaul. He has a yellow Lamborghini and I think a private jet. So same?
I do not have any of those. I walk everywhere.
Oh, you walk everywhere. Do you eat meat? My last guest was a vegetarian. I don't know if I ever asked you.
Corinda's a vegetarian?
Yeah.
Nice.
But she grew up killing black bears.
For food?
Did they eat them, or is it just for the tourists?
You can eat bear, but it's probably for sport.
Yeah.
No, you can't eat bear. It depends what time of the year and what they're eating, but some bears are very, like, if they eat berries or something, they're going to be very good. So it's actually bear, yeah.
I know the meat is, like, really prone to, like, certain bacteria that humans can't really process. Yeah. So I know it's, like, kind of a gamble, but I'm sure for some people that's, like, really adventurous.
like the poofer fish, right?
Yeah, fugu.
It's fugu. Do you like... Are you adventurous when you eat food?
No,
Or
I
do you
feel
have
like
your
no
same-
vegan is really like.
So you're vegan.
Yes.
All right.
So I don't really have anything that's too exciting. Usually,
Chickpeas.
yeah, I'm just like, ooh, chickpeas with paprika, crazy.
Do you ever eat like those vegan burgers? I say that because one of my best friends has
Like a Beyond Burger or like Impossible Meat.
which are like my enemies because my
Yeah.
best friend, they make their own patties and they make it all like walnuts and mushrooms.
Ooh,
So
yum.
the seitan based whatever Beyond Patty, they hate those, you know, because
Sure.
they'll go, people that don't know go to this place and they're like, oh, I was like, you have those Beyond Patties? Like, no, we don't. We have real shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like walnuts and mushrooms. I forgot.
I can really appreciate like a black bean, like or like walnut
Yeah.
mushroom base. Like I like when people really get creative with that. I get the sentiment behind Beyond Beef. I will
Yeah.
eat a Beyond Burger when it's.
Have you had the
handmade.
Burger King one?
No, I
It
pretty.
doesn't
I,
feel. It
I'm
doesn't
not-
feel vegan, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
really feel.
I'm convinced it's like possible meat. It's like, is this plant based? And they're like, yes, it's made in a plant.
And they cook it. Don't they cook it right next to the other patties too?
Yeah. At that point, I'm just like,
Give me a Whopper. Like, when'd you become vegan?
I ate when I was about maybe 13 years ago.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 13.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I was
13.
18.
Okay. And what was it? Is it the food? Was it the?
It's animal stuff. I was vegetarian since
Mm-hmm.
I was 12, and I was just like, this kind of seems like the next logical step, because I do feel like sometimes I would think like, oh, I guess animal byproducts overall are all part of the same industry,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not great to use them for our own consumption at the rate that we have grown to.
Yeah,
as a
well,
society.
like so non-vegans, meat eaters like me, they don't they don't understand what's going on with factory. Was it factory farming? Like it's insane. Is it factory farming? Am I using the right terminology?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah,
Yeah, factory farming. It's like,
industrialized.
yeah, it's you know, there's organic farms, you have animals and cattle, but like that's not when you go to Hooters. Is that the place where people get wings? Hooters, like have you seen? They're fat. Is it what are they called? Franken wings or Franken chickens?
Is that what is they glue them together?
Put up Franken chicken, but you know what I'm talking about. They pump them up.
Oh, with the
With-
antibiotics.
with
and
so
stuff,
much-
yeah.
And after that, pull up Scott Steiner on a separate window. See? All right, so first is go to images. Well, we'll go to images. I don't want to see it. The videos. I'm going to Maxwell Street after this. I do not want to see this. They're like the super buff. No, pull up the really buff ones. Not like. What does that have to do with Brexit? Wait, what? Look.
I think we're going down like a QAnon rabbit hole here.
Oh, look, let's just go to the image. Whoa, extreme chickens. You know, they're super pumped up. Now go to now pull up Scott Steiner, right? I don't know if you're a fan of. I'm not. I used to be a professional. He had a nickname called Big Papa Pump, right? Yeah. So he would say something about remember the phrase, these are my peeps and these are my something.
My freaks.
These are my freaks. These are my peeps. So this is what they're doing to chicken nowadays. 'Cause look at the original Scott Steiner with the hair in the back, the old one, and this is the new one. So this is a Franken chicken. So when you go and you eat these, when you go to Hooters, right, or Buffalo Wild Wings,
KFC.
and KFC, right, and this is what you're getting. You're eating like Scott. You're like biting on Scott Steiner. Like that's how you make it sustainable. So how'd you get started in comedy, Casey?
What a effortless segue. I love that. That was phenomenal. It's just like, yeah, so basically we're eating Scott Snyder. Anyway, Casey, what's your journey with writing?
What is your journey? You were a writer first, and then you went to.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends in college that were like doing comedy writing, and then we stumbled on this project. They were trying to do like a late night show in Chicago, but it was like live stream. And so they needed writers that were willing to work for free, and dumb college kids are willing to work for free.
Yeah.
And I kind of got a taste for it. And then there was this segment at the end where they would have a local Chicago comic perform. And I got to see a lot of people who are now like doing super well.
You got some names?
Yeah, Nate Burrows was one of the. Megan Gailey was on it at one point.
Megan.
Sean White.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
He used to do heroin, right, Sean? Didn't you do his album?
It was coke. I did both. Yeah.
Okay.
He partied.
Yes,
He was fun.
He partied.
And he's from the South, right?
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
He oozes that.
All right, so you saw all these Chicago comedians.
And I was like, that is really cool. And then my friends who did stand up, like, you should try it. And I don't like being told what to do. So it took a couple years. But then I started doing open mics at Ace. I don't know. That's not there anymore.
I don't remember
Rip.
Ace.
It was like on Fullerton.
Yeah.
No idea what happened, but started doing mics there every Sunday, and it was really fun. And it was usually chaotic, and people kind of just relished in open mic behavior, which is bombing, which I just loved.
Open mics are fun.
Yeah.
Painfully fun.
Yes.
I have fun doing open mic. It's like you grow a lot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like those shows where you go and you do well. It's like, oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
And then, but those mics or shows where it's like, what? I thought I was good at this.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, watching Danny Callis get into a screaming match with someone, getting reverse heckled by a comic, just mwah, it's just beautiful. It's where history.
Somebody yelled. Danny got heckled.
That was recently, honestly.
Oh,
yeah, that was like.
Oh,
2
Danny's doing
months ago.
comedy again.
He went to a mic. I don't know if he went up.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been exhausted after that. It was on Lincoln Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the bar's called. And then this comic went up a second time that night.
At a mic.
Yeah. He's just like, what? Fuck it.
That's not common.
Yeah,
for
I
the
won't name
non-comedian
names
friends.
because I think he's trying to make it.
You think he'll make it?
I think he'll meet his goals. And then he just started losing it on Danny Callis, and Danny Callis just started going.
Dan Callis was just in the audience.
He started to say something about my dad's gay, which. And he's just like, it's not a problem that my dad's gay because I'm gay too. And you're just like, I don't know, this is chaotic. So sometimes when I have a little extra energy, I still like to go to mics.
I was thinking about going to mics. I just want to go because I haven't, even if I don't go up, it's just been so long since I've been to a mic. Because I've done limited things now. Because I do comedy now. I'm having a baby soon.
How soon?
March 10th.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had a baby shower yesterday.
Fun.
Tore my penis. I was telling Corinda about it, and then that's why I have Vagisil. I tore it, the tip, but it's healing now. I went to I couldn't pee. I was crying.
I do I'm wondering how, right?
Oh yeah, shower, anal in the shower, and I feel that I don't know if the water's harder or something about it made it drier.
Okay.
I was with my girlfriend, and I was like, and I felt like. Shouldn't go this deep or something. I felt it, right? And I kind of backed off, but I think I already did the tear.
Wow.
And that's what happened when we first started dating 4 months in. Same thing happened. But it wasn't in a shower, but I felt tore. It tore the piece that grabs have you been with a man?
Frenellum?
Have I been with a man?
Yeah.
Not that I recall.
Okay, good. It's not. From what I've heard from my female friends, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. No,
Sure.
I mean, the guy comes usually. That's what I hear.
Yeah, and that makes us feel special.
But that's the only one. That's the only person. But no, I tore it, and then I didn't think anything of it. I tore it, and I peed and it hurt, and I was like, baby, it just hurts now. I don't know. I didn't think about it. I'm like, rush. We're getting ready. We're rushing. We got to leave in X amount of minutes. I got to go pick up the food. There's 7 trays of food I got to pick up. So then I'm not thinking about it. It hurts when I pee. It usually doesn't. It never has. And I don't know. I didn't put 2 and 2 together at the time. And then I went to the baby shower, and then I had to pee. So I went to the bathroom and I peed, and then it really hit me.
Wow.
And then I almost cried. And then I came out and I saw my cousin. He's like, "What's up, dude? I haven't seen the Marines. I haven't seen him in a long time." And I give him a hug, but I'm limping. But I don't want to tell him, hey, I know I'm acting kind of weird, but it's my penis tore and I can't pee and it hurts. So then my Polish friend, he was like, "Dude, get some Vagisil." So I had my mom go pick up the Vagisil on the way to get the cake, because the cake didn't pick up yet. So
Cool.
I put it on, and then my girlfriend Jessica said, pour water as you pee, because something with the bacteria is why it's burning, because it's torn there, and the bacteria from the pee is making it burn and help. But now I can pee today.
I am blown away that everybody had a remedy for this.
What's a Mexican party? There's remedies for everything.
That's true. I've never really heard much anecdotally about a torn penis.
No. So there was the other friend. He was like, he says you should use coconut oil, and he said vaginal and coconut oil, right? And something else. So he's saying it in front of my friend, but my friend is Polish, so they're kind of stubborn. He's like, no, just the Vagisil, dude. It's medicated. Why would you? So, because I had coconut, I was like, I actually have some. I happen to have some coconut on me because my hands have been getting dry a lot, and I was all taped up. But then I put it on, and it works, and it healed. I don't know. Have you ever had any injuries in any reproductive areas or?
Nothing crazy. Like I've maybe landed on it once.
Gymnastics?
No, it was just like play practice when I was like 10.
Can you do a cartwheel?
No, not at all.
Did
Barely
you
a
do sports?
somersault.
No,
I was very bad at any of them.
Where'd you grow up? You a Chicago person?
No, I grew up in Northern California.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Just like Silicon Valley.
Oh, how is it up there? Or how was it back then? I know it's changed drastically, or was it always like that?
I mean, it's kind of a similar culture. It's where a lot of people I grew up with were, in like weird tech industries and kind of making their money that way.
A lot of venture capitalists. They all take
a lot of people that knew how to like piggyback off of like people who understood the technology of like the alchemy of turning like internet into money. I don't really understand it. Is that obvious?
No, yeah.
Yeah. So
there was what was it? Is it modafinil? Isn't that everybody's taking that stuff over there? Or you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's a drug,
new
right? I tried it once. It's a new Adderall. I don't
is
know.
it like an ADD medication, or is it like like a cocktail of other drugs?
It had a specific purpose, but it was one of the off.
So it reduces narcolepsy and extreme sleepiness. So it's like what is it, like the limitless pill, basically?
Yeah.
It keeps you up.
Yeah.
I've not taken that.
I took it once. I didn't like it. I got some. My friend lives on the border of Mexico, so you just go over and you can get whatever you want.
Cool.
So when I went over there, there were people like, hey, we got Viagra, we got when they're like, kind of like what is it called when you're outside you're barking. They're barking, right? Like you're outside a show. Yeah, they're out there barking. They got this, they got that. They got everything down there.
Nice.
And he would take steroids. So I don't know if big Papa Pump style, Big Papa Pump.
Nice.
All right, so you were you're going to school for writing, starting comedy. That's where we're at, right? Yeah. You're starting comedy. You started seeing all these comedians, right? And then you say you don't like being told what to do. Is that something from your childhood? Was always that? Did it start at a certain time?
No, probably. I think as I got older, I got like more, I don't know, something instinctively makes me very nervous about taking anyone's advice. Because there's a weird part of my brain that's just like, oh, now if I take their advice and it works out well, then they'll give me more advice, and then I will lean on this advice, or I will go to them for other advice, or I will make them feel needed in some way, and that horrifies me. That's dark. I'm really easy in relationships. Is that obvious?
Well, relationships are tough.
Yeah.
They're hard work. You and Linda have been together for what, 12 years?
This is 12 years, yeah.
12 years.
Oh, wow,
How long have you been with your lady?
2.5 tomorrow.
Okay.
Congrats.
Yeah.
I think when we did this show, I don't know if did you just have a breakup? I'm trying to remember. You did, maybe didn't. Am I making things up?
When did I break up? Like, when was this?
It might have been like 3 years ago.
I'm always kind of going through a breakup. This is like the longest relationship I've ever had. I'm like a serial monogamist. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
You always, so you always have to, do you feel like you always have to be with somebody? Have you had a stretch where you're just alone?
I was
single?
alone for about a year, almost. I almost got to a year before.
How was that?
It was nice, and it was really, really necessary. Like, it was a lot of like reflection that I really needed. And I think I always know that after a breakup, but I always rush it, and I always don't.
You get excited?
I get really excited, and then I also feel like I can date again, but then dating leads to meeting someone you click with, and then you click with someone, and then like things are really great in a lot of physical capacities, and you start to misinterpret that as being more serious than it is. And then you actually do start to develop feelings for that person, and I don't know.
And then it works out perfectly, right?
Yeah, and then everything's great.
When's
and
the
then
wedding?
we go our separate ways, and there are no hard feelings, and I'm friends with all of my exes on Facebook.
Wait, are you though friends with your exes? I was a
No.
friend with an ex.
No.
And then, I got with my girl and she's like, let's not do that.
There are plenty I'm cordial with. I would say like maybe half of them.
Who breaks up with who?
It depends. I usually am the one who gets dumped.
Me too.
I also, in the events that I have initiated the breakup, with like one exception, usually it's because I see a breakup coming, and I just want to kind of let them off the hook. I'm like, I don't think I make you happy anymore. And they're like, oh my god, that's so true. And I go, oh, damn, I was kind of hoping I'd be wrong. I was fishing for affection. But that's
yeah. Oh, that's the worst, dude. That's the worst. You
Yeah.
think it's like really?
Yeah.
Like,
what are you gonna do?
but no, I remember I got dumped at a chicken place. It's called Cluckers. Pull up Cluckers in Libertyville. It was a chicken place, right? And it's like, I didn't see it. I don't know if you saw it. I didn't see it. I don't know if it's a man thing or something, or I'm just focused on certain things. I did not see it coming. So she was like, hey, we're going to go, let's go have lunch, right? Oh, this is Cluckers where I got dumped right there in the parking lot behind there. Got dumped at fucking Cluckers. But anyways, look, they do carry out and catering.
Oh,
let's
good.
look at their menu. So they had a good chicken sandwich, right? And then, okay, these are plumper chickens. I was eating these fucking Big Papa Punch chickens. I didn't even realize it. Unless they say organic, did they say anything? Grass fed? No, right? No. All right. This is basically, they could buy it from KFC. They buy this by Tyson. But I had this, we're in the back. She's like, let's meet up to get lunch. And then I was like, okay. And I was like, pick you up? And she was like, no, I'll meet you there. And I'm like, that's odd. That's it. That's odd. In the back of my head, it's like, I don't think about it. That's odd. And then we go back there in the thing, and then she pulls out a bowl of, a little plastic pipe, a glass pipe.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah,
makes more
not a
sense.
bowl. She started eating.
It's like a
Captain
Tibetan singing bowl.
Oh, I was thinking like Captain Crunch, the peanut butter Captain Crunch.
Oh, sure.
My girl went through 4 of those in the last. She's pregnant, so
Oh.
yeah. So then she went. She goes to the back. She starts pulling the bowl. She starts smoking, and I'm like, all right, this is. She's like, oh, let's go in the car and talk. And she pulls up the bowl, and then she's like, oh. And then she did this. She's like, "Oh, I've been meaning to ask you something, right?" And it's like, and then I started getting like, I was like, "Oh, wait a second, what's going on here?" You start getting a clue, like, and I'm thinking it's gonna be something really, really good. Like, hey, I want to try something like really cool sexually we haven't talked about. In my head, I was like, all right, so this is gonna. But she hasn't given me head. Maybe she wants to give me blowjobs now or
I
something.
like the optimism.
Yeah. Or I'm getting dumped. It was only 28 days, right? And then, but no, I went the other way. She's like, I think we're better off being friends. And then I was like, fuck. In my head, I was like, I put on a poker face real quick. It's like, I don't want to let her know that this is affecting me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah. Actually, this is a great idea. Let's be friends. And in my head, it was like, she didn't realize that in my trunk, I had this fucking ring I bought from Pandora.
No.
Jared, it was a Pandora ring I bought at Jared. Because her birthday was coming up, so it was her birthday.
Oh, I was like, oh,
nah,
ring.
Nah, I did that before. That was I'll tell you that story in a second.
Oh, please.
And then, I was like, oh no, go. She's like, so basically, she was going to Vegas that weekend with her friends, so she wanted to make sure she went single. So, but I returned it. I was late to work because the fucking Jared by my job opened at, I think, like at 10:30, and I start work at 10:30. So then I had to be a little bit late to work to return. That was my second ring I returned to Jared. Have you ever been engaged?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Close? Did you want to ever be like, you know what? Let's lock and load.
My first like serious long-term relationship, I thought about marriage a little more. I thought I was going to take that more seriously. But that was like in a year. And I don't know, it didn't really go anywhere. And have not really thought about it until this current relationship. No pressure, babe. No.
Wait, so who proposed to who? How does that work?
We've discussed this. I would like to propose to her because again, I have weird like commitment issues.
Because because then she wins, right?
Yeah, like I want her to know it's because I want her to be with it, not because I said yes.
Okay. Yeah, I never thought about it. Like in lesbian, who proposes to who?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's like certain gender dynamics that people lean into sometimes. We don't really have those. I don't.
But
feel
women
like
communicate with each other and
a lot.
Yeah,
a lot. We're really good about that, and it's really nice because there's like no guesswork.
Yeah.
In that.
Yeah, because my friend, a female, was talking to another female I was watching on the Tinder. Like right away, he's like, "Oh, what are you into?" and blah blah blah, and this and that. And I was like, "Wait, you're not playing games? Like, like what are you doing?" Whereas like, you're gonna be fake first and do that. And it was so weird to me. I was like, I can't. I mean, eventually I'll be like honest, but in the beginning, I want a little bit of
history.
Yeah, I do. So what happened when the first engagement went? So I got dumped.
Yeah.
I got dumped, and then I was like, man, how do I deal with this? I was like, I know. I'll go to Jared. I'll buy a ring, and then I'll propose to her, because her breaking up with me is her way of saying, like, hey, I need more commitment from you. This was going on in my head, right? Yeah.
You think it's like the end of the second act for you? Oh, buddy.
So then I'm like, all right, so I go, and I remember and it was so romantic. It was in her car, right? So I didn't get on a knee because she was driving, so I'm in the passenger side, and I'm like, will you marry me? Oh, so pathetic, right?
God.
Yeah. And she was like, I think obviously she saw like, all right, this guy's kind of fucked up right now in my head. So she was like, yes, sure, I will.
Oh.
Like, basically, I don't, I want him to be okay. And I was like, all right, so we're engaged for about a week, pity engagement, right? But then we met at, I think the Paragon. I don't know if it's there anymore. It's this little Greek-owned diner. Like, I don't know if in the city's the same thing, but in the suburbs, all the American family restaurants and diners are all just Greek-owned restaurants. Is that the same thing up here in the city, or no? Is that just the suburbs thing? Like everybody, it's all those diners, whatever breakfast places, they're all Greek owned. So we were there, and then she gave me the ring back, and I was stuck with this fucking ring for like a year because nobody wanted to buy it. And I was like, $500. I don't care. Like I just wanted to get rid of it. I forgot. I think maybe I spent like $2,000 on it or something like that. But nobody. Who the hell did I eventually sell it to? I sold it to somebody.
Like individual buyer, or did you pawn it?
I'm trying to remember. Like,
because a pawn shop will pay you maybe a tenth of what you.
Yeah, they'll give you like
$100
or something like that.
Turns out diamonds are worthless.
Yeah,
it's a bummer.
Oh, I remember what happened. I didn't sell it. So, I had a bit about this. So, I bought the ring in Old Orchard, right? And I live over kind of by Waukegan, so I had to drive all the way to Old Orchard because I bought a warranty on the ring.
Smart.
So it's the only thing that lasted was the fucking warranty, not the relationship. So I bought a warranty on the ring. So I would go back. So I went back to try to return it, and they're like, "Sorry, it's been past the 30 days, so you cannot return it, but you could only exchange it for another diamond." I was like, "I don't really wear jewelry. I don't need a diamond. Is there anything else I can get a watch?" They're like, "No." I was like, "All right." So I'd go back every 6 months to go get it cleaned because you have to go at least once a year or something like that to get it cleaned to keep the lifetime warranty on it, right? So I would go, and then finally they opened up a Jared near Vernon Hills, which is a lot closer to me. So then I would go there, and these people would like know me now because like, oh, here's the guy who brings the ring every month by himself. Like it's him again. And finally one of the managers was like, so what's the story with this ring? And I was like, oh, this girl broke up with me. I got it. I couldn't return it, and blah, blah. She's like, oh, that's so sad. So they like, let me talk to my manager. So then she went and talked to the manager. Was like, look, basically they're like, look, we decided you're pathetic, and then we don't want you to kill yourself, so we'll let you exchange this and get like a watch. So then I bought a Tag Heuer. Yeah, I had this nice little Tag Heuer watch, and I had that for like a year, and it got stolen. I don't know how it got stolen. I used to live in these ghetto apartments, the Towers. I mean, they're no Cabrini Green or anything, but they were pretty good in Waukegan. They were called the Towers. So either one of the maintenance crews came and stole it, or I think it was them, because I used to blame my one cousin, but she denies it to this day. But I feel like at the point, like I kind of believe you that didn't steal it. So now, but I had a Tag Heuer for a watch, but now I got this cool Casio, so it's kind of the same thing.
That's functional.
Yeah, it has alarms in it. Do you do drugs?
Marijuana.
Mm-hmm. It's not a drug. But have you ever experimented with anything, an actual drug that wasn't like, I don't know, prescribed?
Not really. I was prescribed Adderall, and I definitely did more than I was supposed to on occasion. Don't recommend that.
I hate Adderall with passion.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't like it when I was on the dose that I was prescribed. I was like, this feels like my teeth are melting.
Oh, their teeth like, oh, you had
like
the coke
the grinding.
Teeth? Oh my God, yeah, that happened to me.
Or like people tapping the shoulder, I'd be like, what? I'd be like, it's not a good look for a 14-year-old.
No, it's like you're making 14-year-olds like little coke heads, basically. Yeah. Like, because I've done coke, allegedly, and I've done Adderall. Like, one time I did a few, and it was basically like I was on coke. Mm-hmm. I was at the club, and I was like, so what I was going to point out on my watch, right, there's a timer on it, right? So this is my drug timer. So whenever I would take any drug, including marijuana, I would start my timer. So that I'm there, whatever, and if like it's hitting me or if it's smiling, it was too much, I'd look. Okay, it's 30 minutes in, or it's 40 minutes. So
That's smart.
Yeah, it helped me calm. I know where I'm at. It's like, oh, it's an hour. Okay, I got a half an hour left. Or because I know how long everything takes. Molly, what is it? Molly's 4 hours. Cocaine's about 45 minutes to an hour 10. Marijuana is what, 3.5 hours? I'm trying to remember. Do you guys? About 3.
And then you just do mushrooms, so you like you're watching snakes.
No, like mushrooms. I did. You never. No, I did mushrooms. I did mushrooms on a. But I did mushrooms.
No fun.
No, I've done mushrooms before, right?
Yeah.
And it helped me the first time, but I was like, and I did mushrooms once. I was arrested on mushrooms, actually.
Weird.
Yeah, it just hit me, and I was pulled out of my car, and there was police all over me, and they're like, is there anything in the car? I was like, no, and then they found weed in it. Like a gram, this is before weed was legalized, 1.5 grams, and they took me to jail. Yeah, they took me to jail on mushrooms. And it was, and I remember I was in the jail cell, they're asking me questions, and in my head, I thought I was going to go to jail for 50 years to a federal prison because I had what is it? Yeah, 1.5 grams in a small little pipe I bought at a gas station for like $5. And I was in there.
Were you in a cell by yourself?
Hmm?
Were you by yourself?
Yes.
That's, I don't know if that's better.
Like, I remember I was in there in this room and I just felt like everything. Because he started asking me, like, he came in, he's like, hey, so there was, 1.5 grams. Do you have any more at the house? I mean, to like sell or distribute? And I was like, in my head, I was like, you son of a bitch. I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I was just getting so angry. I was like, no, I don't. And as soon as he started asking me questions, I was like, I need to speak to a lawyer. Even though I was on mushrooms, then he was like, I need to speak to a lawyer. I'm done answering questions, right?
Smart.
So then he just looked at me. He's like, I'll be back. He came and he had me sign some stuff and they released me. And that was it. Because I was like, look, I'm not. But I have tattoos. I don't know. Do you have any tattoos?
No.
No. Do you ever want to get tattoos? Or?
Probably.
Yeah?
Like probably some small ones. My girlfriend has a lot, and she really likes getting them, and she thinks we should get
one together.
Yeah, nothing like matching.
No.
That's worse than engagement to me. But
No, I got my first tattoo because my dog died. So
shit! When?
How old am I? 37, 27. When I was like 20, I think my dog died, and then my dad's nickname was Lobo, and then my parents. Quick question: do you like your parents? Do you guys get along?
Yeah, I get along with my parents.
Both of them, both together.
Yeah.
Grew up in. Are they still up?
They still live in Northern California.
You got brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do. I have 2 sisters and a brother.
Where are you?
I'm second of 4.
Oh, do you like them?
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, so everybody's good.
Yeah.
Okay, no, my dad. So my dad wasn't. So like my dad has. Does he have a Facebook?
My parents?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's really active on it. My mother.
Does he just have
doesn't.
one? My dad has like 15. I can't.
No,
I don't
my
know which
dad
one
has
it is.
one, and he just uses it to troll conservatives.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
But my dad has 15 Facebooks. You can't pull it up on my thing, right? Let me see if I can. So my dad got deported like 10 years ago, but now he has all these Facebooks. Like he'll message me. Him and my mom just got divorced. My mom got divorced 2 weeks ago, but my dad's allegedly trying to sue her because he's like, "Oh, you didn't sign the signature or something like that." So,
really?
Yeah, she told me yesterday at the baby shower. And
Would they let her get married if that were the case, or?
I don't. What is he gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna sue? You know what I mean? Like, you're in Mexico. I don't know. Do you want to have kids?
Do I? Maybe. Maybe.
Have you thought about it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to think about it.
How does that work?
There's a couple options. Most commonly discussed is like sperm donation.
Do you have a donor picked out?
No, I don't think it. I don't think it should be anyone we know.
No.
I just feel like that complicates things.
Who did what's her name pick? Crosby.
Who?
What's
What?
She's divorced now.
Melissa Etheridge. Yeah.
Who was her donor? It was like Crosby, right?
Like David Crosby.
Was it David Crosby?
It was a big name. I remember that.
Who was her owner?
There you go.
All right.
Oh,
Is this
David
who you would
Crosby,
pick
yeah.
right here, David Crosby?
No.
Let's look at pictures of David Crosby real quick. I want to see what kind of genetic specimen this man is. He has a mustache.
Great hair.
Here's what you want on a baby.
Look at that. Jesus Christ.
She's paying alimony, right?
Yeah, I mean, I believe she was married. I don't know.
Why is
current
Brad
status.
Pitt? They considered Brad Pitt.
They went with Crosby?
But they went with David.
Oh, my God.
David.
It's like, wait, you mean Brad Pitt said no?
They were going to go with Brad Pitt, but they decided to go with...
I mean, that's good. Good genes, you know?
Yeah.
They decided to go with David Crosby.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of Mexicans in the north, upper north? That's Bigfoot area, isn't it? Or not? No, you're Silicon Valley. A little bit
Silicon
north
Valley. Yeah, there is a notable population in like Redwood City and also like Palo Alto.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
East Palo Alto has some.
Are they the same like the Chicago Mexicans over here? You have a lot of Mexican friends out here? Do you know any Mexicans?
Some. I don't know that I compare them in a way because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like everyone's different.
Yeah. We're all different. Vegan. Is there mole? Are you a fan of mole? Is there vegan mole?
That is like cocoa and usually chicken stock, right?
Yeah, we pulled up the mole in the other episode.
I don't know that I've had it since I've gone vegetarian, so.
Is there any stuff like you really miss? Because you were vegetarian up until 13. You started vegetarian.
Yeah,
And
like
18
12, 13, yeah.
And then 18. What was it? You saw a documentary or you
I
were
saw
reading?
like a lot of
Food
like,
Inc. Was
weird-
that back then or? I forgot
No,
which
but
ones.
PETA had like a lot of independent like clips of stuff, and you're just like, wow, okay, that's unsettling. And
How do you feel about PETA? They do
I think they're terrorists.
because they get a little bit aggressive, right?
Yes, I'm like, the thing is, I think at 18, I was like, man, the footage that PETA shows is so heroic and it's so great. And then at 20, you go, wait, who was filming this? And why didn't they do anything? Like, journalistic integrity? Fuck that. And it's very odd. So there's people that believe like PETA stages stuff, and I'm like, there's merit to that to some degree, and I'm just like, I don't know.
It's not PETA. Pull up PETA Wildland or something, because PETA, they have pretty interesting protests, right? Now, what did they had the naked chicks?
Oh, like women just like using it as an excuse to like show off their bodies and be like, I'd rather go naked than wear fur. I'm like, that's okay. You're
PETA
still wearing
protest.
leather.
Wait,
but
what's
that's whatever.
PETA's protest going wrong? What happened there? Pull that up. Who's JoJo? 10 times the PETA went too far. Let's go to that one. Oh, watch Mojo.
Even animal lovers can agree that these stunts were
Gazelle for scum. Who's Gazelle?
Giselle Bunchen
Oh,
Brady.
she's married to Tom Brady. You still playing football?
No.
Wait, what was this one?
Oh,
She's pregnant.
yeah.
Probably for, like, milk or
I guess that's
something.
a protest of the dairy industry.
Okay, so she's pregnant in a cage in front of a Denny's or something? I don't know.
Probably.
The Rugrats. Wait, what is
What
this?
happened with
PETA
the
decided
Rugrats?
to turn big red letters. It was later removed by the cemetery.
Wait,
Number
what?
9, Mother's Day madness. Mother's Day is usually a time for celebrating the
Oh, they're
woman.
just using it as like B-roll.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. Yeah.
Racist. Just as it became an accepted to use racist, homophobic, and ableist language, phrases that trivialize cruelty to animals. I remember this.
Oh, I
When
remember
more
this.
people
This
began
is
to appease the
stupid.
animals for they are starting to bring home the bagels instead of bring home
So fucking
the bacon. Because you know, right? You know what it is? I mean, if you saying bring home the bagels is the same as me calling somebody an N-word, right? Is that the same thing?
Yeah,
is that the exact
That's what they're saying.
That's the exact same thing. Look at these raccoons. Lots of wonderful foxes and raccoons and other animals are kept by mean farmers who squished them into. What is this? Like a kid's book they did?
does look like
bloody
zoo
and
books.
graphic content.
Oh, this is a
You know,
kid's.
held
Oh, this
sentences
is a
like,
kid's
quote,
book.
How would you feel if someone took away your kitty or puppy, stomped on their head, and ripped the skin off their body?
What is
What a
this?
fun
Oh,
organization,
it's
dude.
called Your Mommy Kills Animals. How would you feel if your
Missed
kitty?
opportunity to say yo mama. Killed
Yo, mama. Oh, look, it's Mario.
What the fuck is
Look at Mario. is. Why is he killing
Oh, is
raccoons?
this because he puts on the outfit?
Because he's
Decided
wearing
to latch
fur.
onto this to use it as an example of someone wearing fur.
He also
Considering he's
smashes
a cartoon
turtles.
and a fictional character, this seems like a bit much. They since came back with a statement saying
Super
it was just a
Tanuki
joke,
skin.
stating, quote, Mario fans, relax. PETA's game was meant to be tongue-in-cheek, A fun way to call attention to
Ace
a serious
Ventura.
issue.
Yeah, animal cruelty is not the worst part of that movie.
What was the kicker's name in that movie? Ace
Finkel.
Finkel, Ray Finkel.
Finkel is Einhorn.
Ray Finkel is Einhorn, and then everybody throws up at the end. Did you like Jim Carrey?
Yeah, in small doses.
Yeah, because he wrote a check to himself, right? When he was
Yeah. I like the idea of that story.
Do you like? Are you a secret person? How do you feel about manifesting? People, I'm on the fence.
I don't really engage too much into it. I support anybody who finds like putting it out in the universe helps. One time, someone was like, manifest your destiny, and I was like, you can't say manifest destiny. I swear to God. Like, what is wrong with you?
Like, you know what a reservation is?
Like, do you think colonists were just like, I just put it out in the universe that I'd find a country,
and then kill all the Indians?
Yeah, it's just like I'm just gonna take over your land, and that's my truth.
Because I have people. I mean, look, I feel there's a point where there's stuff that we can do to improve our lives, but when you start manifesting or start getting into the idea of manifesting, it's like, some of these people are like, hey, you're not going to work, you're not taking care of kids, but you're putting in the universe, like you got to do some things to kind of improve your life. So I don't know. I feel The Secret. Did you read The Secret back in the day?
I did not.
All right.
Because people summarized it pretty well for me. It's like, you just say what you want,
and it's gonna happen.
put it on a vision board. And I'm like, okay, and then what? And they're like, what?
What do you mean?
That's the second chapter.
I mean, that's all. You don't need to do anything. You just have to manifest it.
I do think that there is merit to articulating what you're capable
Yeah,
of and what
vision.
you can be like. A constant like mantra of I can do this is perfectly acceptable and totally badass, but like putting something out there that seems out of reach is a little bizarre to me.
Yeah, like I don't know. I like growing up, I've always been a little bit opposite. I don't know. Do you put yourself down at all?
All the time.
Okay. All right. So then does it help you? Like, all right, before I started doing comedy, before I started dating and doing comedy, I was a very happy-go-lucky person, right? And then first time I think I cried, dating, I was like, I cried or something at one point. And then comedy's the first time I didn't like myself, because it was more like I would write things, and I was like, this isn't good. And I'm very hard on myself, and I wasn't like that before. I was a happy-go-lucky guy. So to me, it helps. I'm very hard on myself, and I'm self-deprecating. I'm like, and it helps me improve, but I notice it doesn't work for a lot of other people. And I don't know if it's healthy or not. I don't know if that's something you do, but
All the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's healthy I mean, it is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in my head that it makes me work harder. But I think it is also very exhausting to other people around you.
Yeah, like, well, before, do you have any routines before going up and doing this? Do you have any routines? Are you good to yourself?
Usually I write it out. I guess that's not special.
Mm-hmm. Well, it helps. Some people don't. Like, I always write it out.
It used to be that I needed like music or something to needed 2 or 3 minutes before my set or before the show.
Call me maybe. Or
yeah, that's it. That's the jam.
What was her
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
I just said it and you still couldn't say it.
No, Carly Rae Jepsen. She's from the future, right? I remember her. Carly Rae Jepsen. But anyways, so you're in your routine, right? Remember, I don't know if you're a fan of Eminem at all. Did you see 8 Mile?
Sure.
Okay, so he was Rabbit or something.
Yeah.
Key Rabbit. So B Rabbit. So he was kind of in that. So this is me before a set. I attack myself. I call myself slurs. I attack myself. Really. I mean, I write down my set list and things like that. And then depending on the show, sometimes I'm confident. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this. But a lot of times, it's like. And then I started attacking the audience or other comedians in my head. I was like, you're better than them or this and that. But then I'd go back to attacking myself. But then the light comes on, I go up there and do my set, and I do fine. But before that, it's like, it's weird. Like, I don't know. Did you ever bring a girlfriend or somebody you were talking to a show or mic before? Did it go well? Did you
never to a mic.
Okay. Oh, yeah. No. Don't do that.
Yeesh. Yeah, I brought girls to shows before.
Did it go well? Did you?
Yes,
were you
thankfully. Thankfully, it was a good show. So.
And then were you thinking about it? I had a fail where most of the times it went up. Has anybody ever showed up that you didn't expect to show up to one of your shows that you're talking to?
No, not that.
I had somebody where they drove. So they drove to the city, and then I just sent a Facebook invite. You just send the invite, and it goes. So I didn't message this person or anything. I sent a mass invite, and I learned how to do it because Ken Steele. Do you remember Ken Steele at all?
The name sounds.
Pull up Ken. He does porn now in Los Angeles.
Good for him.
I did. Yes, I did a show with him called Ollie 100. He sent me a code, a JavaScript, so I was able to like mass invite all my friends. On there he is. He's white now. When did this happen?
Yeah, what the fuck? We're not gonna find him. He changed his name.
Again?
It's not him.
Ken Steele sold.
He does pornography,
and
he changed his name from Ken Steele
no,
to
his
something
name
else.
was Ken Steele.
Okay.
He did a thing where he sold water.
Molly water.
He sold Molly water. So he sold the water for people to drink while they were doing Molly, so they could drink.
Oh,
but it was just water.
Oh, cool.
But
I was like, was he drugging people?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Jesus.
so dumb.
This is
so fucking
That's
dumb.
so funny.
But it's just water.
It's just water.
That's marketing. Oh, those are the phases of keep the party going. So you know when you're doing Molly.
Sure. Every week.
He got to Complex.
Kill your soul. Hold on. Oh my god, is this like a hit piece? This looks like a hit piece.
Did he get to Complex?
I mean, the
cynic in me is like, that's such a stupid idea, but I'm like, this guy figured out a demographic. Like 99% of people on
a company called Molly
Water.
Ken
Unazi. That's his real name.
Oh, Ken Unazi. MOLLWATR. Because you got rid of the E. Let's see. This is Ken. So the Molly Water is you don't have to.
That is not.
That's not Ken, dude.
That is a good person. It looks like.
What about All the Way 100? Oh, so anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about Ken for. Molly Water, porn.
I don't know.
Show.
Oh,
Yeah,
you did a show, or a girl showed up.
Oh yeah, it was a Ken Steele show, right? A girl showed up, and I didn't send her an invite. I sent this mass invite with a JavaScript he sent to all of us. He's like, go to your friends list. I just started comedy, right? And send all this invite. So I figured out how to send an invite to like everybody. So I just put in this one JavaScript and he showed me. He said, yeah, go into the code and do this. And I was like, all right. So I did that. And then I sent a mass invite and then she showed up and she was in the back. And I was like, oh, and I met her on, were you on the sites at all? The dating sites?
OkCupid and then Tinder for one relationship, and then I was like off of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
OkCupid was that an app or was that a site?
That was a site.
Oh, okay.
That was. Yeah.
Is he still around? I remember OkCupid.
Yeah, I think they're doing. They're kind of rebooting. Like I see a lot of ads for it now. I hope they're doing well. I don't know.
Is that a
Who cares?
But look, people are like, look.
They're doing fine without me.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to scam anybody on Tinder. I feel there's a lot of vulnerable people.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what this thing is. What's this Tinder thing that people are talking about? The Tinder Slayer or something?
Oh, the Tinder Swindler?
Who's the Tinder Swindler?
Sounds like a bad Batman villain, in personal opinion, but...
What is, do you guys look people up? What is a Tinder Swindler? He's a guy from Israel who scammed like hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Or...
Oh, he's scamming them for money. I don't know. In my brain, I just thought he was catfishing hard.
No, but he's getting like I think some girls have sent him like $25,000. So he's like, I need $25,000 because the U.S. government's after me.
To be fair, that is an old grift. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's Nigerian French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm trying to go to med school, blah, blah, blah.
Is there a, what do they call it, a trailer for this thing?
Yeah, here.
Let's see. Because I just heard about it yesterday. So I met that girl on Plenty of Fish. She showed up my show.
You can find a bit of everything on Tinder, but one little swipe can change your life.
Really? One swipe's gonna change my life.
When I first talked with Simon, immediately we had a bond.
She's still looking. This is based on a true story?
Yes.
And very impulsive.
I shared my whole heart with him.
Oh, it is a doc.
Yeah, it's
He
just
asked me if I wanted to
dramatizations.
travel with him on a private jet.
He has a
I
private
was
jet.
like, shit.
He took me to
Or-
a 5-star hotel. He said,
We had a special connection.
It might be
Felt like
both. I
stepping
think it
into
looks like a
movie.
mix of
And then
both.
in the middle of the night, he
Blood.
said there was something he wants to tell me.
I just texted her blood.
He said yes, threats against him.
Vladimir Putin's involved.
Our cash,
$20,000.
30,000.
$140,000.
His life depended on.
He's gonna die.
That's when police tell me the man I love was never real. Everything's a lie.
Don't fuck
This
with
guy
cats.
been
I don't know what
shared
that
the
is.
same-
That's a dope documentary.
What's that
I
about?
get these threatening
People, there was a guy who was like beating cats to death.
Why?
On the internet, because he was high and he thought it was funny.
Okay.
And so-
High on.
I think meth. I don't
Okay,
remember.
meth makes sense. 'Cause
It was like
I'd never gotten high and be like, I'm eating
so
Cheetos.
just this 17-year-old just beating the shit.
He was
out of meth.
17?
He was
Yeah.
young, yeah. And so a bunch of people who love cats, because people who are like the internet like cats, they were like, "We're gonna hunt this guy down. We're gonna find out everything about this guy. We're going to."
So he was
destroy him."
beating these cats to death and posting it online.
or setting no, that might be someone else. Someone was like setting him on fire.
Yeah.
And it just became this like weird quest to find out exactly who this guy was so that they could bring him to justice.
Did they find him?
I believe they did.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard. It was
No.
like none of them had like forensic backgrounds or anything. They were just like, oh, we can tell where this house is.
I did the same thing. I found out. Have you been to Florida?
No.
Florida's an interesting place. To type in "getting money" and then BOIE and then crazy eights. So I did forensic investigation myself because in this video, I'll show you something in the video. There's a little background. I saw someone was like, dude, these guys look Floridian to me. So we'll pull these guys up. To me, I was like, I had a clue. I was like, I think these guys are from Florida.
What do you want me to look up?
Getting money, and then spell boy BOIE, and then crazy eights KRAZY, and then 8. You've seen these guys before. Yeah, let's go to these guys. These are the crazy 8 boys. So the guy's always a rapper. He's in a wheelchair. Getting. And I was like, I know these guys are from Florida because this is not Silicon Valley. I don't believe has some of these characters
Yeah.
in it. So then South Pole, I remember. Oh, South Pole. And look at all this money they're gonna have. Like these guys, obviously, there's one gun, and there's let's see, there's the rent. Their rent money is there. They have their rent money. Here, fast forward a little bit. A little bit more. We're gonna get to the beginning. Let's get okay. Now they have a duffel. Louis Vuitton, obviously real. This is Florida. I was like, this has to be Florida, and I think Tampa. All right. Oh, you see that business? I screenshotted that. I saw the plates.
Mugs and tugs.
Mugs. Yeah, they're like near Tampa. Oh, here, let it go. Let it play a little bit. It's about to start right here. PM. When I found it, if this came out, I think nowadays going around. This is back in the World Star Hip Hop days. These are real people. Spinners, that was a thing. I don't know if did you have spinners on your car? He has a grill. You do this to attract the opposite sex. Have you and your girlfriend's
I'm
ever
taking
had a grill?
notes.
DSB. Here comes the verse. There's a scene.
Call me Mr. Deli Man. Lining up my customers and serving them, and then they
He's a
gone.
drug
But they
dealer.
coming back like a bingo. My money low, you must be dreaming.
There's
When I
a part
smile,
where the
you
money
start
is gonna
gleaming.
pop up in his mouth. They put the money. Go back to that. They put the money in his
My money low,
mouth.
you must be dreaming. When I smile, my teeth start gleaming.
Eesh.
So then I don't know. So I started. You can stop it. So I started watching the video, and I was like, I have to know where these guys are from. Like I saw the Florida, and I was like, they had to be Tampa or something. So all those clips, mugs and tugs, I started looking it up in Florida, and I found them and I tracked them. So these aren't the killer cats, but I saw these. I had to know.
Equally offended.
Yeah,
some could argue.
So I had to know that. I don't know. Do you have any guilty pleasures you like to watch? Because I used to like to watch this type of thing, or
nothing like too out of the ordinary. Like lately, it's sending my girlfriend weird cats or dogs, or
weird cats or dogs.
Like like sometimes when they have like human expressions or they look like they're giving you side eye. I'm like, that's golden.
Grumpy Cat died, right?
Yeah.
Remember Grumpy Cat?
Yeah.
Steve, yeah. But like Debbie at work was obsessed with guitar. I bring her stickers of Grumpy Cat sometimes.
Yeah, but he made it possible for all cats to express their grump, and I think the internet is a better place because of him. Speaking about him like anyone of his family is going to hear this.
Rest in peace, Grumpy Cat.
Yeah.
How did he die? COVID, I think, right?
He was old.
When did he die?
9/11. I think he was on the tower too. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure.
And died of COVID?
He died of COVID at Tower 2.
7.
The Tower 7.
Oh, he had a UTI.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a rough way to go.
Wait, dwarfism? What? He was a dwarf?
Yeah, that's why he had all those little fingers.
Wait, well, let me see some more pictures of Grumpy Cat.
What is this fucking picture, dude?
What is this? The National Enquirer? What is this? Cause of death revealed. Grumpy Cat. Boom Breads.
Poor baby.
Oh, he was on New York Magazine?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Rest in peace. Oh, he was not on. Is that Jennifer Lopez with Grumpy Cat? Is that real?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know all this happened.
Grumpy Cat was like a sensation, dude. Oh, yeah.
Did the people make money off of him?
Yes.
The owners?
So much money.
Is that the owner? Who is that?
I don't know. Maybe.
Rest in peace, Grumpy Cat. After dying, he was transported from Tower 2 to Tower 7, and then that's when he he died of COVID while trying to get a booster shot. Do you have any plugs, Casey?
Plugs?
Do you have any plugs? You're on social media? Any shows coming up? Any projects?
Nothing at the moment right now.
Any last words to anybody listening?
Oh, just follow your dreams, manifest your destiny.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! If anyone hears that out of context, it's fine.
Was she blonde?
The person, she was blonde at the time.
Okay. She very attractive, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Right.
She right. All right, so manifest. Would you like to plug your social media?
You can find me at Casey_Larwood on Twitter, or you can find me by my name, Casey Larwood, on Facebook. My Instagram handle is Mushroom-Minati. Nice. No, I don't really update anything very often.
Like mushrooms and Illuminati?
Yeah. I thought that was so clever at the dawn of Instagram. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, because you're a clism.
Yeah. At Cataclysm. Like Cataclysm.
Nice.
Yeah, see?
What about you?
Lobo 9110, because I had free internet from AOL. I got one of those CDs when I was younger with the dial-up internet. And I was like, I typed in Lobo. I was like, I want to be Lobo. Lobo is taken. I typed in, here's some suggestions. Lobo 9110. Clicked on that one. And that's been everything I've had since I've been in 8th grade, basically, because AOL is, I don't know, are they around anymore? I don't know.
Who knows?
They manifest destined me into having Lobo 9110, and now that's what I use for it. Basically everything, including everything. Mr. James, do you have any plugs?
Stand Up is back. 10 years this year. We come back March 3rd, Thursday night at 9 p.m. at Zanies Comedy Club in Chicago. Erica Nicole Clark, the wonderful and brilliant and talented Erica
I just
Nicole
saw
Clark,
her
is
not
headlining.
naked.
Yeah, she did that show with like Mary Lee and Niche and all them.
Lingerie, that's the word. Lingerie. Yeah.
But Erica Nicole Clark will be headlining along with Eric Emerson.
In lingerie?
Good. in fully clothed.
Fully clothed. Okay.
Eric Emerson, Mo Good, Blake Burkhart, Michael Myers, and Michael Jaguna Robinson.
You should have them in lingerie.
That is, I'll put the boys in lingerie. We'll do
Blake
that.
in lingerie, you kidding me?
Yeah, baby. So that'll be 9 p.m. Thursday, March 3rd at Zanies Comedy Club. Tickets are $20 at standup.net. Also, please follow at Zanies Digital, at Zanies Chicago, and at Zanies Rosemont for a whole bunch of Chicago comedian content. We will be releasing a ton of clips from a bunch of locals and national headlining comics very, very soon.
Okay, follow the Lobo Den Podcast on Instagram, Patreon, YouTube. Oh, more importantly, I need money.
Yes.
I'm having a baby. I tore my dick. So if you go to lordvegas.com and you use the promo code Lobo, and you get 25% off. Look at those pants, right? Go to Google the game's penis real quick.
Can we not do that?
I need to see it. Because this is going to inspire people. They're going to be like, look, if I buy these pants, I'm going to look like the game. So if you go to lordvegas.com, which is limited run of t-shirts, hats, hoodies, jackets, wallets, bags, independent, compromise, elevate your lifestyle, and go to Lord Vegas. Look at it. Look at his schlong hanging out. If you buy those joggers with the 20, you're gonna look exactly like the game.
You won't.
You will get the tattoos. They're gonna appear on your body like a manifest destiny. They're gonna come out these shorts, and this is what you're gonna look like. Okay. So if you want to look like the game, and they could him and 50 Cent could have had a lot of good records, but they had a beef, whatever, and they know they lost a bunch of money. So if you use the promo code, look, extra. It's already an extra large because you're gonna have this extra large song appearing. Once you take the pants off, you'll disappear and go back to your regular self. So you have to cut a hole in them if you want to have sex like that. So cut a hole into the pants. So that means you have to keep buying the pants if you want to keep having sex, and using the promo code LOBODEN, 25% off. I get kickbacks, and I can use that so I can get baby Lord Vegas pants. No, that'd be weird. But I get other baby stuff for him. We just got a bunch of baby clothes for the baby. The baby shower was fun. I had Mullen. Nobody got in a fight. I was crying almost in the bathroom, but it was pretty good. Okay, I think that's all my plugs. All right. Thank you very much for being on the podcast.
So
Thank you. All right. Lobo Den. Oh, send me nudes on Snapchat. Lobo9110. Thank you.
Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. 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 It's the Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. It's a Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. It's a Lobo